Hallo, dies ist Palukum Patch und begrüßen mit Nikola Tesla den Neugerugen Expedition zurück. At least that's what Google Translate told me to say. Welcome back to the Curious Expedition, guys. We are on Expedition 3 of 6 with Nikola Tesla, if you don't understand German, that is. And we're rocking it. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I do apologise about destroying the German language like that. I just thought I'd try something different. Don't expect it in a different language every time, because ultimately I will end up pissing off the entire world with my translations. But I hope that made sense to you people who are affably German in speaking, a lot better than I am anyway. So anyway, just trying new things, that's all. Just trying new things. Let's crack on. Let's move swiftly on. So we can go to the horrible jungle, well-balanced region consisting mostly of wide grasslands. A golden pyramid can be found in this region. We have 2 villages, a mystical lakey thing that we climb down to, and a couple of shrines. We've got the hidden desert, scorching heat and sand as far as the eye can see. Doesn't seem to be a lot there. And then we have the curious dry lands, a harsh and desolate area for experienced explorers. I'd say we're pretty experienced about now. So and it seems to have the most things going for it. Let's give it a whirl. The curious dry lands. Off we toddle. Full of anticipation, I arrived at the harbour. We had some time before the ship would be ready, so I sat on the pier and waited. A collector of sorts politely asked for my attention. He was a collector of sorts and promised to pay well for any instruments that we would return with. Okie dokie. Well, we've got the space, so yeah, let's give it a whirl. The trader was glad to see that I accepted his request. He wished us luck on our journey. I was delighted to see that the boarding of our ship had attracted some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were curious to find out more about the strange lands we were headed to. Who did I want to recruit? I just followed the crowd. That sounds about right, you man-boobed cook. It's a woman. I know it's a woman. Right, so we have Estelle Eleanor Vividu. She is an artist. We have Eliza Dowling, the sailor. And we have Nathaniel Howard, the sailor. Only Eliza has anything not wrong with him. We've got the soldier, who currently is very angry and is superstitious. We have the cook, who's pretty useless. And we have the trader, who, again, I'm not too fussed about. He's doing all right. He's a bit of an alcoholic, but never mind. These things happen. I'm not a fan of the cook. I've never have been a fan of the cook. I don't think I ever will be a fan of the cook. You burn food. You're out for the gold. You can go. We're going to take Eliza with us. We could use a sailor and welcomed Eliza Dowling in our trek. The captain informed me that the cabins of our ship had reached their maximum capacity. I would need to dismiss someone if we wanted to set sail. Where are you, Charisse? It's been emotional. I told Charisse Lemercier that we did not have enough room to take her with us. Her eyes filled with grief as she packed her belongings and left the ship. I rejoiced as our vessel was ready for departure. Right, okay, so we've got plenty of food. No, we don't want to waste 100 on animal improvement just yet. So what can we have? I think it makes sense to buy all the rope, buy all the fire sticks. Let's buy 3 of the dynamite. 2 of the dynamite? The 10 each. 3 of the dynamite. We're going to the dry lands. So let's buy 6 chocolate. And what can we buy for 5? I don't think there's anything we need to buy for 5. Got dynamite. Health packs are 8, aren't they? No, they're 12. Okay. No, that'll do. That'll do. I rejoiced as the vessel was prepared to head for distant shores. Let us set sail onto Expedition 3, generating shovels. Oh, and we're sailing in. Good times. It's pretty open. I don't think we're going to have any regions cut off by mountains here. And what do you have to say? After weeks of travelling, we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. We had arrived. and it was time to start exploring. Please explain to me again why we are here. To make money, friend. Mr. Sailor, that's why you signed up, and that is what we shall do. To victory. Let's go. Right, so, right. Nothing to aim for. We are on a 4-region map. We've pretty much got this bottom area covered as far as the width of this one region is concerned. We really need to get up onto the hill. So it doesn't really make much difference as far as sanity is concerned. Let's go on to the middle hill. It's slightly further up north. We might get a slightly better view. Hopefully something will pop up. Alright, so we've found the 3 we need. Well, we'll do a loop. So we'll go to here, then up to here, then over to here. So we'll go there first. And we have a hut. We entered a mysterious-looking hut. The place smelled of old wet wood with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the damp walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. Right. Do we ask for a cleansing? We've got the trader, which will make it a little bit cheaper. The shaman was unwilling to offer his services, but... Oh, was willing, sorry. I might have read that a little bit wrong there. But demanded payment up front. He promised that after his ritual, the patient would be cured of all kinds of mental sicknesses. Awesome. Right, we want to cure the soldier who's got 2 bad things wrong with him. So let's put that in. The page of random teleportation. That might come in useful if we get lost. So let's keep that. How about some rope? No? What about a bit of chocolate? Oh, chocolate and rope? 2 ropes? Okay, deal. A metal cube. Is that the Necronomicon? We need the Necronomicon. I don't know if that's the Necronomicon. It's worth too much anyway. We'll get around to it. The shaman snatched the offered goods. The shaman snatched the offered goods and then beckoned the afflicted to lie on the ground before him. So yeah, so we've got Campbell Clark, who is superstitious and angry, and then we have Mr. Tata, who's an alcoholic. So I think we should get Campbell lying down and get rid of the 2 afflictions. I think that's a lot better than just getting rid of the 1 affliction. It's value for money. The shaman began chanting. He seemed to be communicating with the spirits. After a short while, he calmed down, and we helped Campbell Clark get to his feet. Awesome. Done. Don't think I want to trade with the guy. Haven't got the trading thing to use now, which isn't good. So we'll just crack on with the next one. And we've come across a mission. Right. We've found the mission. I'm not going to enter the mission because we don't need anything from him, or there's nothing for us to drop off as of yet. So we'll just carry on to the next one. Eastwards. The compass is going due out at the moment. I don't see... These are just inactive volcanoes. They're not magnetic, so nothing to worry about as far as that's concerned. But even so, I examined the strange overgrown granite sculpture. The ghastly visage seemed to look right at us. Its presence felt uncomfortable, and I desired to move on. I noticed some items by the statue. They must have been put there by the natives of this region. They were sacrificial offerings, as it seemed. Take! Or mine. We took what could be used from the sacrificial offerings. Screw the natives. Screw the natives. Right, so... the compass is pretty much covering the entire 3 regions. I suspect we're going to be over here for the pyramid. So, what to do? Let us go north. Let us go north. 23. And then we can head back westwards once that's been done. Hopefully we'll come across something. So let's get up onto the old hill, see what's going on. Oh, we have a shrine, and we've also discovered the next 3 places. Oh, right, okay, there's 4 in this one. Awesome. Right, okay. Let's eat the chocolate now, I think. Yeah, let's eat the chocolate, and then Hopefully we would have discovered this region by the time we need to have the alcohol, to which point we should have been able to upgrade Campbell Clark once more and get more sanity. That makes logical sense. So that's all gone. Examine the shrine. A shrine towered above us. Time had taken its toll on the structure and had eroded what once had been a majestic sight. One would have to climb up the outside to reach the entrance. The ground around the structure felt hot when touched. It was still possible to walk the ground, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. Okie dokie, let's use one of those ropes we've got. We used the rope to safely heave ourselves up to the entrance. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. Mine! What a glorious day! We secured the treasure. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to rumble. We hurried outside as the shrine was swallowed by the earth, and a huge volcano erupted, spitting his fire like a vengeance to our sacrilege. Thankfully, or below us, what did we steal? We stole a golden owl head and a golden llama. Not bad. Now, I think it makes sense for us to head as quick as we can northwards, whilst avoiding the fire, which will be the forest. The forest could catch light pretty quick. So it's 31 that way and 35 that way. I think for the sake of getting across it quickly, we'll go across the hill and through the forest. Hopefully it won't settle light by the time we get there, he says. That was lucky. That was very lucky. And we found a village. We carefully approached an unknown native village. Its inhabitants looked like some form of religious unity. The natives were suspicious about our arrival. It seemed wise to offer them some presents. How about that? For my goodwill. And fire. Ooh, you've never seen fire before. Ooh, look. It's warm to the touch. It lights up the darkness. Scary magic, scary magic. And you can have some rope as well. Deal. They accepted our offerings and welcomed us friendly. As soon as they spotted us, the villagers approached us. We seem to have garnered a bad reputation by now. What are we up to? -5. Can we rest? The natives were willing to let us take shelter in an empty hut. However, they demanded compensation because of our disrepute. Okay. How about more fire? Scary, scary magic lights. Rah, have 2. Have 3. And some rope. 2 ropes. Sold. No deal. Okay. What about a dynamite? And I'll have my ropes back. And I'll have some fire back. 2 fires? I think I prefer that. After we came to an agreement with the villagers, I told the men to unpack and prepare our things for the night. We spent an enjoyable evening with the natives. Later that night, Eliza Dowling approached me with a request. He had fallen in love with one of the natives and desired to leave our trek and stay in the village. You've only just joined. What sort of commitment is this? This is your what's what I'm looking for? This is your trial expedition. This is when I decide if I want to keep you or not. And you want to leave? You want to go? This doesn't look good on my report on you. This is a black mark, son. This is a black mark. And I'm sorry, you've brought it on yourself. You've brought it on yourself. No, you may not. And you'll be lucky if I bring you on the next expedition. How about that? How's that sit with you? Even though it pained me greatly, we could not lose anyone. I had to insist on him staying with us, with a black mark. Eliza Dowling was obviously very disappointed at the decision, but I was sure he would soon forget about the occurrence with all the adventures that were awaiting us. Is it because the females are topless? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? You're a sailor, you're out on the sea for a long time, months on end, you don't get a lot of female company, and suddenly they're all around you, shaking their bits, and you're just enamoured. That's all it is. It's like a punch-drunk love. It's not going to last, son. Just come with us. Everything will be okay. Anyway, let's study the culture. I would not miss the unique chance to do an anthropological analysis. I listened to the stories of the elders and was able to document many of the customs and cultures and culture of this special tribe. Let us sleep. The night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning I woke as the village was already buzzing with activity. It was more than obvious that we would need to depart as quickly as possible, as the villagers were seemingly annoyed by our presence. Talking about annoyance... Yeah, how very dare you. How very dare you. We got ready and headed out, as new adventures awaited us. The villagers were glad to see me go. The following days I felt that something was following me out there. Well, we know all about that. Right, so we've got this one here. It's a village. No, this is a village. We don't know what this is. What we do know is it's currently on fire. Let's just head towards it. And hopefully it will burn out by the time we get there. Oh, as soon as we take on a tiger. 2 tigers. 2 tigers. Okay, we'll see how this goes. This could be okay. This could be okay. Let's roll. And I think we should throw in a dynamite. So what goes with that? Precise explosion. Damage 8. Group damage 2. Multi-attack. And the tigers have 14. So... Is that the only one? That's the only one. Let's use that. Let's use that and that. It's a damage of 3. Is that all I can use with that? Flank, damage 5. Got 6. Okay, let's flank him. And then kill the one. And we'll hold out for some shields, which we're not going to get this time around. We'll hold on to that though. Roll once more. Awesome. Riposte. So we've got a little bit of shielding there. And that's all we can do. Claws and strong claws. That's fine. That's fine. We've only got to take 4 off. We should be able to do that pretty easily. Damage of 3. Take that out. Okay, that and that. Headbutt. There we go. Headbutt a tiger. Boom. We strip what was useful from the remains, and we'll take it all. We'll take it all. Okay. So right. So we've we've lost that. We've burnt it up. Not good. Not good. Okay. Let's make our way around. And let's push our luck and see if we can get up onto the hill without causing any hoo-ha. We can, and we have a cave. Right, first things first. Let us promote Campbell. So that is... So he's fully leveled up now. So that's 1 out of the 2 fully leveled up. Good. Good, good, good. Right. We found a cave. The entrance seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch to move inside. Let us move inside with our magic torch. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a small opening in one of the walls that seemed to lead into another part of the cave. Only one person could fit into the opening. A group of native warriors appeared, seemingly out of nowhere. They must have been tailing me since I left their village. Their leader was furious about my actions and demanded that I pay tribute in compensation. Cheek. Well, we'll pay the tribute. We wanted to make peace. We wanted them to have... Wow, not that much. 4 teeth, just to leave us alone. I can live with that. In fact, no, because that's a good barter. Have the meat. And then 2 teeth. Good. We were able to come to an agreement with the warriors. They disappeared into the bushes. Begone, begone. Why couldn't I go into the cave? What's going on there? No? Not going to let me in the cave? Not even going to give me a chance to go back into the cave? Okay, well, the region's complete anyway, so let's drink away. Wow, that's awesome. That's 2 drinks, take me to 90. Lovely, lovely. Let's go the long way around and avoid that raptor. Get up onto that hill. Woohoo! Right, okay, so we've got 3 areas in this region. We have found them all. So let's go to the first one. Please don't attract the raptor. Oh, we found the pyramid. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from getting infected. Sam Tatter's wounds would begin to look very unappetizing indeed. Infected wound. An infected wound is a serious threat. If not treated properly very soon, it will lead to certain death. Right. What to do? What to do? Well, it would appear from here that the bottom left region is a bit of a write-off. We're going to have to go all the way down in order to get to it. And looking at it, it's going to be cut off here anyway. So let's see if we can make it... drink one more. And I want to make it around this way. Hopefully Sam will... Whoa, cancel travel. Cancel travel. My wound has become infected. Each breath is an ordeal. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's enter the hut. We might have to get some healing mushrooms. We entered a mysterious-looking hut. It was dark and damp inside, with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the damp walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. Ask for healing. Awesome. Shaman was willing to offer his services, but demanded payment up front. That is fine. He does. He has healing stuff. That's fine. We'll get those after. So you can have one of those and a tooth. Cool. The shaman snatched the offered guts and then beckoned the injured towards him. So we can either heal ourselves or we can heal Mr. Sam Tatter. I think we should heal Sam first as he has less health. So the shaman began a ritual in which he treated the wounds of Sam Tatter. A couple of beheaded chickens later, Sam Tatter felt a lot better. Awesome for us. Not very good for the chicken innings. And let's ask for healing. The shaman was willing to offer his services, but demanded payment up front. Yes, we know all about that. And you can have the last three. Oh, maybe not. You can have two. The shaman quickly grabbed the offered goods and then asked who he should treat, and that would be me. The shaman began a ritual in which he treated the wounds of Nikola Tesla. A couple of more beheaded chickens later, Nikola Tesla felt a lot better. Cool. And then once more, as if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a small box and presented his wares. Right, so we want the instruments. So let's take the drums. Wow. Wow. Well, if we give him the teeth, okay. What about the horns? Almost a deal on the horns, and a rope. 2 ropes. How much is a dynamite worth? Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. That's good enough, I think. We'll just take one more horn back with us. After some negotiating, we came to an agreement with the shaman. Awesome. Let's get out of here. Right, we want to go down south. We've aggroed the raptor, haven't we? Good times. We might be visiting the... it's only one. It's only one. That's fine. That's fine. 12. 12, 12, 12. Do we just go straight for the dynamite? I think that's probably the case. So let's roll. Let's see what we get first. So we can use those 2 and that. Cutting riposte. 3 damage, 2 shields. Let's do that. What's that? Headbutt, enemy stunned. Let's stun him as well. We'll take the gun. Stable beam. Damage 3, self-damage 1, multi-attack. Not ideal, but we should be able to finish him off. Or not. End the round. Oh dear. Fangs. Oh, nasty. Campbell caught it there. We should be able to finish the raptor off now, though. Boom, boom, boom. Roll. Let's pull these out. Damage 4, self-damage 1, shield 2. Let's do it. We stripped what was useful from the dead. And we shall take it all. Or shall we? No. Let's take the raptor and the teeth. Cool. And oh, we're still by the hut, so let's get someone healed. No, let's travel on down. Let's travel down to here. Worst case scenario, we'll heal on the way back. Don't pull the panther. Please don't pull the panther. Oh dear. Only 10. Okay, that's doable. So let's roll. What can we do with you? Damage 4, strong bleeding. Sounds good. And then we'll give him a kick in the nuts. Let's roll. Hold on to that. Oh, could have asked for a better one there. Boom. We stripped what was useful from the remains. And we'll take more teeth. What should we get rid of? Let's... We didn't get hurt that time, did we? So let's get rid of the teeth, because they're only good for trading when we're going to try and get back now. And we'll take the skin in order to be able to get some more funds for the next expedition. So that's how it stands. So we've got the shrine to hit on the way back up. Oh, we have a mission. We have a mission. What should we do? Well, we're going to be getting some gold back from the shrine there, so we really need to send stuff back. We entered the mission and were welcomed by an old missionary. He rejoiced at the sight of new faces, as he had been alone for quite a long time. Right, so let's access the storage room. The priest allowed us access to the mission storage room and promised us that he would have all items sent back to the civilized world for us if we wouldn't be able to pick them up again ourselves. Awesome. So we will send back the gold, which is most important, and the anthropological study. I think that's worth quite a lot of fame. So that's all the fame stuff taken, and the rest is just monies. So that's fine. Once we were done with the storage room, the missionary returned to his other duties, and we shall leave because they are greedy missionaries. They're not men of God. We said our goodbyes, and he muttered a prayer for our health. Then it was time to move onwards towards new adventures. And now we can go back to the shrine. Oh, we better drink something first and head back to the shrine. Up we go. Awesome. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. Waist-high stairs led up to an enormous doorway. I could swear I heard the sound of rushing water underneath the ground. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. I held my breath as we discovered an ancient altar in its centre. I don't know if this has been picked on my microphone, but it is absolutely wrecking outside. It is raining so hard. I do apologise if you can hear that. Anyway, investigate the altar. Good! We take all that. I would not leave empty-handed. We secured the treasure. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as enormous fountains of water broke through the ground and started to flood the whole area. We had to run for our lives to not drown in the huge lake that began to form. That's right, we're going home. We're off home, son. Let's skedaddle. Oh, that was close. I thought that was it for us for a second. Oh, and we've upset the natives. They're on the warpath. That's fine. They're going to drown before they get to us. The Raptor will finish them off. Let's go. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming excuse me, all the obstacles we had yet survived. After weeks of travelling, great joy overcame me. I knew that the name Nikola Tesla would be written about. Finished the expedition. Cool. We did all right there. We did very, very okay. Very, very okay. And we still finished first. Let me see. Right, okay. What do we have? Heroic! We have the occult vision. Reveals the locations of all stone circles and increases the radius when analysing them. That's pretty good. We have protector. Receives an additional defence die, which isn't so bad. And we have explosion expert. Increases the radius of dynamite explosions. Well, generally I only use dynamite as an extra attack die, so I'm not too worried about that. Occult vision. The problem with occult vision is it's very particular to a certain item which you have to find, whereas an additional defense die, that's universal. So we'll go with protector. Huzzah! Alright, so how far ahead are we now? We're doing okay. We're still just shy of 250. So yeah, doing all right, we're going to keep the turn page of random teleportation in case anything untoward happens to us. We're going to gift the what is it? Golden statue. We're going to keep the instruments. We shall sell the jewels for some funds. We shall gift the owl head, golden owl head. We shall sell all the skins. Very nice. We shall gift the golden llama, and we shall gift the anthropological studies. Thank you so much. And that has put us exactly 500 fame ahead. Can't moan with that. Can't moan with that. That is a good place to be in on the 4th expedition. We're hopefully going to get to the point where we might be able to even end a couple of them early if we run into problems and just escape on the balloon and not get the bonuses and not pay for it that much. Not that I want to tempt fate, but it's looking good. It's looking good, that's all I'll say. So thank you for watching, guys. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!